I was always scared to share my story at school. I was always scared to be the girl that was a little bit different, who had heart problems. My journey started when I was 2. My parents went to an annual checkup and they found out that I had bicuspid aortic heart disease.
He listened to her heart. He heard a clicking sound. And so that was really heartbreaking at the time, to put it lightly, because we had not experienced anything wrong. We were pulling over on the interstate and calling my mom, and I was just totally to pieces because I couldn't believe it.
It's life-changing for the child, for the family. When you don't have anyone in your near or extended family that's had heart issues, right, it's uncertain where you go. Going to resources such as the American Heart Association's website to learn what is a pediatric cardiology issue, right? I still have the brochure, actually.
It was really scary, having to go into MRI machines, having to get IVs. And so that's really what made me love the American Heart Association, because they educate and also make you feel like, you know, you're not the only one in the fight.
We just didn't know what to expect. We would go to doctor's appointments, and always with that fear of whether they're going to tell us she needs to have surgery.
We wanted to see her heart be to an adult size, if at all possible, to minimize the potential for needing surgery again.
I always knew that I was going to have to deal with it, but in the back of my mind I was like, you know, maybe I won't. But finally I was told that I was going to have heart surgery, and that was the hardest news that I thought I was ever going to hear.
After 19 years of going to all those appointments, it was almost surreal to hear that she was going to have surgery, you know, and she was 20 years old.
He described the procedure that he thought was appropriate. It was the Ross procedure.
Walking to the hospital, not knowing if I was going to walk out of it, I pulled the heart surgery doctor aside the day before I was going to have heart surgery, and I asked him, am I going to live? When I took my first breath, and I wasn't short of breath. It was, you know, this is the past going in and the future going out. That's the greatest feeling I've ever felt in my life. Listening to your heart and know that it's working as it's supposed to be designed.
Once the surgery happens, it's as though you have a new lease on life.
She's been able to do so many things. She's lived life to the fullest.
I found my love for health when I was able to start pageants. And they told me that I had to have a community service initiative. And so that's when I started Heart to Heart and partner with the American Heart Association. In high school, I was able to actually implement the first American Heart Association club. With that, I'm able to spread the message of the importance of heart health. In kindergarten, we're able to show students what it looks like to be kind, because, you know, kindness comes from the heart. And then middle school, I really wanted to reach that age where, you know, CPR is really important to know. For the high school, really showing them how to eat healthy and how to prepare a healthy meal for college. Serving as Miss Memphis, I've been able to see how the American Heart Association has made a huge impact across the Mid-South area, but there's so much more work that needs to be done. Each day is a blessing. Each breath is a gift. And our heart is the most important organ in our body. And so each beat is something that we should really cherish and use for the better. By supporting the American Heart Association, you're supporting a brighter tomorrow in your family, in your friends, in your community. You're changing people's lives, like y'all changed mine, so.